And with me right now is Tom Circle. He's the board president of GRF. Yesterday, they had their regular monthly meeting, and good meeting, fairly quick.
Upbeat.
I think it was maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that for the open meeting.
I'm a happy man today.
Good.
I started out yesterday. First of all, this has been an exciting year, and I started out my comments yesterday thanking all the residents, all the directors of all the boards, who, certainly staff, we're all working together. This has been a very working year, and so I just wanted to start out letting everybody know how happy I am that we're working together for the betterment of the residents of the village. I wanted to start out today a little bit to explain to people a process that we go through to work together. I may have mentioned in the past, we have several committees, and that's where the work is really done. These committees are made up of members of directors from all three mutual boards, and of course GRF. That's where discussions go. That's where people come in and bring information.
Right.
And they also, each one of our committees have 2 resident advisors assigned to those committees. They can't vote, but they're selected based upon their expertise.
Okay.
And they provide us the residents' view of a lot of different issues. And so this committee process, what they do is they bring recommendations to the board on various issues. They don't approve or disapprove. They do all the hard work of debating, researching, and then they make recommendations to the board of what we should fund, what we shouldn't, and those kinds of issues. And it's an exciting process, and I tell residents all the time, come to the committee meetings, get involved in that process, because then their voices get heard even better. I mean, we love when people come in at our monthly meeting and of course discuss different things and bring us concerns. But I try to tell people the committees are where the work is done.
Right.
So, you know, and we have, like I said, we have a finance committee, we have a community activities committee, we have a maintenance construction, I mean, we have security, we have media and communications, we have a mobility committee that's working a lot with the buses and the new bus systems and all of that. So I was just really wanting to tell everybody how happy I was that we work together, and that's been my mantra this year as president, is working together. My board members hear me say this all the time: stay in your lanes, but communicate.
Right.
Stay focused on what your committee work does, but communicate with others. Under new business yesterday, I want to let everybody know that we allocated funds to renovate Gatehouse 4, 10, 11, and 12, and that work should start relatively quickly. Now that's just an upgrading of the structure of the gatehouse and getting it ready, getting the computer equipment, the proper computer equipment in there for the arms that are coming, and that's exciting. We'll get those done. And of course, yesterday was historic and huge. As I've mentioned before on previous shows, we've been trying to give the residents a really good paddleball and pickleball facility. You know, the health and welfare of many residents hinge upon having places to exercise.
Right.
And this is a very popular activity, and we finally have awarded a contract to a very, very good company who has a subcontractor who specializes in doing the surfaces of tennis courts. And so we're really excited about breaking ground on this new and getting it done, and hopefully it will come out much like the lawn bowling facility that we just remodeled. It'll come out that well. I'm very, very hopeful that that'll happen.
Do you have a time frame yet when you want to see?
We awarded the contract yesterday.
Okay.
I suspect within a month they'll be getting going.
Okay.
I don't know how Ernesto Munoz estimates, you know, a couple of months to do this project. We have some electrical work we have to do to shore up that. As I've mentioned before, there are going to be 7 courts. They're going to be 4 of them are going to be lighted. And so during the summer, during the heated months,
Right.
people can play later on in the evening, which is a huge improvement. So we did a lot of really good things. The work for the gatehouses, of course, comes out of our security committee. And of course, this project comes directly from our maintenance and construction, who have been discussing this and debating this facility for several years.
Yes. Now, just so everyone knows, what was the final decision that everyone made as to where these will be?
They're going to be on the same place they are right now, the same footprint, but we are able to put in 7 courts, 2 of which will be multi-paddle and pickle and all of that, and have a meeting area or where people can wait prior to playing.
Okay.
And again, this facility will have new indoor fencing, new nets, and the lighting is exciting. We decided that we would only need to light half of the courts. This time we did 4 of the 7. So it saved us some money and is, but still providing a place for people to play when the weather is hot.
Okay. During this time, that since it's going to be at the same footprint, will that mean that the people who play paddle tennis and pickleball, they'll have to go somewhere else or not play for a couple of months?
They're going to have to do that, yes.
Okay.
But again, these are specialists in this particular construction.
Okay.
And I don't anticipate it taking an enormous amount of time.
Okay.
We realize people want to get out there and play, and we're trying to do the facility, but you know, you can't play when we're redoing the courts.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. But that's good news that after all these years, something's finally it's finally going. It's finally turning the corner.
And again, it comes from working together. It's important that all our board members and of course staff and everybody realize that we don't do any of this stuff alone. And we need the residents' input. We need the advisors. We need people to help us with expertise in certain areas. You know, this village contains lots of really talented people. And,
yes.
And so we just need to work together for the betterment of the residents.
All right. Very good. That is exciting and good news.
I'm happy.
And as far as you know, you mentioned the committees, and you know, people can get involved in many different ways with the committees if they like. Find out, and maybe in the future if they like to be an advisor, if there's something that interests them, and or go to the committee meetings, and you can get up and speak. Do it that way.
And you guys are huge representative, getting the word out, letting people know when meetings are. We really appreciate your professionalism in the way that you do business.
Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate you too. Always, Tom. And I want to mention to folks that that GRF meeting will replay tomorrow, Thursday at 1:30, and then next week on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And as I said, I think it was about 2 hours and 45 minutes, right about then. All right, we will be right back. Good to see you.